Winding down with Cindy. What's your day? Is that was that weird? LA better than New York. And for me, currently where I am in my life, I want to say I prefer LA. I said prefer. I didn't say it was better than New York because I do acknowledge that New York is great in so many ways and it provides so many things for so many people. And to say that one is better than the other, it's to me it's comparing apples to oranges. And based on my life, if you were to have asked me this maybe 5 years ago, I would have said, why would I even bother moving to LA? And I also said I would never move to LA. And this is what happens when I say never. So I will refrain from saying that because every single time I say something that I'll never do or I'll never whatever that follows the never, it always seems to happen. I don't know whoever's in charge of my sim character likes to play that fun game with me, but I am learning. Kinda. Because I said I wasn't. No, actually, I'm not learning, which I need to start learning because I said I was gonna never move to LA, and here I am. Sorry, those are the pitter patters of my dog. It looks like I'm just holding this kind of like awkwardly on the camera, but my knees here and I have it like it's, I don't know. Okay, actually that looks weird. Let me not do that. LA has its pros. It's definitely has a lot of sunshine and God, I love it so much. I realized that my mood really becomes very affected by the weather, and that became part of the big reason why I decided to move to LA. I feel like being cooped up during COVID in my apartment, not having the freedom to even step outside and feeling comfortable without it being a whole freaking fiasco of like, okay, I'm gonna wear, if it snows, wear warm pants and my jacket and make sure my face doesn't freaking freeze. Well, obviously, I don't feel so strongly about that. Um, but I want to say like at this moment, I definitely like that's a big pro for me, living in LA, always having sunshine. And the one day that rains, I'm like, oh my God, are we living in New York? I don't know why I even did that voice. If you can't tell, I'm not tipsy by the way, but I do get tipsy really easily. My voice is cracking because I'm not used to talking anymore, especially talking for more periods, for increments of like minutes. I love LA for the weather. I love LA for a lot of the things like the landscape, the hiking. Oh, I love the hiking, how convenient it is here compared to New York. Wherever you would go for New York, it would be like an hour minimum for kind of like a hiking area. And that's if you have a car, which I was very grateful to have my car. But also, like, if you wanted to get to better, cooler hiking areas for a day trip, it would take you like, I mean, it would be a lot to drive like an hour and a half or 2 hours for a decent hiking area. And LA definitely has more accessible and closer hiking areas. And like I said, this all comes down to like the values of what I appreciate currently in my life. If you were to have asked me all of this, like my earlier, in my younger, people get offended when I say younger because they think I'm really young, but I am not that young, people. But yeah, I would have definitely been like, I don't care for that stuff. Hiking, like, who hikes? We live in New York. Um, I would have, yeah, wouldn't have cared for it. And yeah, LA has just a good chill vibe. I feel like I've gotten tired of like the New York hustle. But I did appreciate New York and its hustle. Like, I love that. I feel like LA definitely lacks a little bit of diversity of culture. And I am very biased because I did come from Queens, where it's literally the melting pot of the world. You will see all types of immigrants from everywhere in the world, and they really open up like restaurants, and it's literally the most authentic food that you will have, um, of all. But are they all like mixed together? No, they're all like in little pockets of it, but at least you can like sample the whole world within Queens. And in LA, there is culture, but there's not much diversity of it. And it's, I think, granted, like it's a little bit more spread out as well. So yeah, LA guys. For me now, at the time of my life. Will LA be the place forever? I'm not sure. I haven't really sat down to that, but we'll see. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for coming to the session of Winding Down with Cindy. God, I'm so cheesy. It's wine time and talking. It's talking and wine time. Oh, it's winding down with Cindy and wine. Winding, it's winding down with Cindy.